The off-season program is officially in the books. The pads are off. The players are scattered. And right now, somebody is about to get cut who absolutely does not see it coming. We are breaking down the full updated 53-man roster projection for your Chicago Bears, and some of these decisions are going to genuinely surprise you. If this kind of deep dive Bears content is what you live for, smash that like button, share this video with every Bears fan you know, and subscribe so you never miss a single breakdown. Now let's get into it, because there is a lot to unpack. No drama here, and honestly, that's a beautiful thing. Caleb Williams, Tyson Bagent, and Case Keenum are all penciled in as your 3 quarterbacks. Could some team make a blockbuster offer for Bagent if their starter goes down mid-season? Sure, theoretically, but that feels like a long shot right now. Could Keenum, who just signed a 2-year deal, get released before camp even opens? Also pretty unlikely. This quarterback room stays intact. Williams is your unquestioned franchise guy. Bagent is the experienced, trusted backup. Keenum is the seasoned veteran presence that every young quarterback room needs. 3 in, 0 changes. DeAndre Swift and Kyle Manengai, those two are untouchable. That backfield duo is genuinely exciting and both of them are locks. The third running back spot, though, that is a real competition, and Roscoe Johnson, while currently in that slot, is absolutely not a lock. Salvon Ahmed showed some things during OTAs that turned heads. Britton Brown is still in the picture. Coleman Bennett got dinged up during the off-season program, which complicates things heading into training camp. For now, Johnson hangs on to that RB3 role, but when the pads come on in training camp, this race gets very real very fast. Now here is where things get fun. 6 receivers make the roster, and the top 4 are basically locks if they stay healthy. Rome Odunze, Luther Burden III, Khalif Raymond, and rookie Xavier Thomas, who has been turning heads throughout the off-season program. Jody Walker, who made this team as an undrafted rookie a year ago, is in that WR5 conversation. And then there is the wild card, Scotty Miller. He was signed right after minicamp buzz started building, had himself a solid OTA stretch, and has genuine NFL pedigree with some big catches on his resume. Miller sneaks in as receiver number 6. J.P. Richardson misses the cut in this projection. And here is the question I want you to think about. Do the Bears actually have enough firepower at receiver to compete at the highest level this season? Drop your honest take in the comments below. The Bears are trending toward leaning heavily into 12 and 13 personnel this season, and that makes tight end depth genuinely important. Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet, and Sam Roush are your 3 locks. Now, there's a real sleeper conversation happening around Hayden Hull, the undrafted rookie out of Iowa who brings some tight end and fullback versatility to the table. He was not loud during OTAs or minicamp, but the pads are not on yet. Do not sleep on him. A 4th tight end making this roster is entirely possible. It just depends on what training camp reveals. This is where the projection gets genuinely interesting and where one notable name takes a painful cut. Your projected starters are Braxton Jones at left tackle, Joe Thuney at left guard, Garrett Bradbury at center, Jonah Jackson at right guard, and Darnell Wright at right tackle, and keep an eye on a potential extension for Darnell Wright before training camp opens. 2nd-round rookie Logan Jones is on the team. Theo Benedict brings that versatility the coaching staff loves, and Luke Newman earned some serious reps with the first-team offense late in minicamp. He is a 6th-round pick from a year ago who is positioning himself really well. Dedrick Wills sneaks onto this roster in this projection. He missed a year of football, and watching him when the pads come on is going to be essential. Can the physicality show up after that absence? And then the notable cut, Jordan McFadden. Look, this is painful. He was on the roster projection before. But the minicamp reps told the story. When Thuney and Jonah Jackson sat out on that final practice day, it was Luke Newman and Kyle Hergel getting the work with the first unit. Hergel is not making this team. But that does suggest Newman has climbed above McFadden on the depth chart. It is a projection. It can absolutely change. But right now, McFadden is on the outside. Ozzy Trapilo begins the year on the PUP list in this scenario. Question of the day, and this one I genuinely need you to answer in the comments. which players should the Chicago Bears be targeting right now, whether at edge rusher or any other position, to add between now and week 1? Name them. Let's have that conversation. Montez Sweat, Austin Booker, Gervon Dexter, and Grady Jarrett are your projected starters. Dayo Odeyingbo is that crucial fifth piece, and it is great to see him healthy and back in the mix. Jordan Van Den Berg makes the team as a 6th-round pick, not guaranteed, but he gets the nod here. Contavious Street edges out James Lynch at defensive tackle in this projection. Daniel Hardy is your special teams ace who gets grouped in with this unit. And then there's the elephant in the room: a free agent edge rusher has to be added. Head coach Ben Johnson's recent comments about Shamar Turner were honest to the point of being alarming. It is a massive year for Turner, and Johnson basically admitted he does not fully know where Turner stands in his rehab. There is a real chance Turner begins the season on PUP or short-term IR. This roster needs an edge rusher who is not currently on the 90-man roster. That addition is coming. It has to. 6 linebackers make the roster. Tremaine Edmonds and T.J. Edwards are your starters and your anchors. DeMarco Jackson picked up a ding in minicamp, so monitor his status as training camp approaches. Jack Sanborn is back in the fold. Keyshawn Elliott missed minicamp, unclear why, but hopefully nothing serious. And Ruben Hippolyte too also missed time. He is right on the bubble as a second-year 4th-round pick, but this projection has him making the team. He will have to earn it in camp. Noah Sewell is a long-term IR situation after tearing his Achilles in the playoffs. Realistically, Halloween is probably the earliest you see him back on the field. He is not in this 53-man projection, but he is absolutely someone to keep on your radar for the back half of the season. 7 corners make this roster, yes, 7. And the reason is simple. This unit has been dealing with injuries and the depth cannot afford to be thin. Jalen Johnson, Tariq Stevenson, Kyler Gordon, and Malik Muhammad, the rookie out of Texas who has been getting nickel reps with Gordon and Cam Lewis banged up, those 4 should be locks if healthy. Josh Blackwell is a lock purely for what he does on special teams. Terrell Smith, who has been a part-time starter in this system before, holds onto a roster spot as experienced depth. And Jalen Jones, another strong special teams contributor, rounds out the 7. This group needs the numbers given the injury history. For safeties, Kobe Bryant and Dylan Thieneman are your starters. Cam Lewis is this incredible chess piece who essentially functions as a nickel safety hybrid and gives Dennis Allen incredible flexibility. Elijah Hicks is one of your best special teamers on the entire roster and can step in at safety if injuries hit. Keep an eye on rookie Skylar Thomas. He got a significant UDFA deal from Chicago, which tells you something about how the staff views him. He lands on the practice squad in this projection, but do not be surprised if he forces his way into the conversation. Cairo Santos at kicker. Tory Taylor at punter. And at long snapper, honestly, genuine competition. Luke Elkin and Bo Gardner, the rookie out of Georgia, are both on the 90-man roster. That battle plays out in training camp and the preseason. Either guy can have the job. What matters is that whoever wins it can do it cleanly, consistently, and under pressure. Miller Moss stashes on the practice squad as your developmental QB4. Last year the Bears did not keep a practice squad quarterback. This year, with Bagent's future in Chicago potentially uncertain beyond this season and Keenum a year older, keeping a developmental arm makes sense. Salvon Ahmed, who has experience in this system under Eric Studsville, could genuinely push for a 53-man spot. Keep watching him. Britton Brown is your second practice squad back. J.P. Richardson and Maurice Alexander have both been in this system long enough to hold real value on the practice squad. Hayden Hull gets the practice squad tight end spot he needs to develop. Jordan McFadden and Caden Barnett are your 2 offensive linemen stashed on the squad. Jaden Loving, the athletic undrafted defensive tackle out of Wake Forest, is a name to learn. Jeremy Chin provides practice squad edge depth behind an already thin group on the 53. Nephi Sewell gets reps and sticks around. John Radigan brings the veteran special teams experience. And Skylar Thomas, the safety out of Oregon State, rounds out the practice squad. Training camp is coming. The pads will go on. Jobs will be won and lost in the dirt. Every single one of these projections is subject to change, and that is what makes this the most exciting time of year. Bear down.